Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report from Monday, October 6th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with the big picture. I'll show you what 177.74 is in a minute. This is a mostly bullish chart, as you can see. We closed last week for the week itself, clearly above the series of highs that have played out over the last couple of months at 184.48. In fact, I can show that here on the daily chart, 184.48. So, it is a bit of a mixed bag. We did have what I would call kind of a rejection of a buy signal, but even if you listen to the videos, and I don't really re-listen to the videos, but I'm quite sure I said that we could use another higher settlement price on Friday following the Thursday settlement just above this structure. And as it turns out, we obviously broke back below it. Is that a big sell signal? I don't consider this to be a big sell signal, just given the fact that we didn't really clearly nudge into the big buy signal category with the settlement clearly above it. So it is a bit of a mixed bag. And I think if you're just plain looking at the market itself, the chart itself, 184.48 can contain session weakness. In fact, I'll say that we remain constructive or at least stable into later week above 184.48. Now, if we close below 184.48, yes, 177.74 in reach. With present volatility, this is probably a 2 to 3 day sell signal. So if we close below 184.48, 177.74 likely within 2 to 3 days. And that is a level that I put here on the weekly chart that represents a solid pullback support. Because above 177.74, we can, round back up here into later October and push onward and upward to new highs within a week or two of testing 177.74. And I'm going to get ahead of myself here just a little bit. Even if we do in the next week or two close below 177.74, it only is another 1 to 2 week sell signal to 167.77. And this is really our backstop, 167.77. On the weekly chart, it's at 168.38.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
This is a formation that, if tested over the next 2 to 3 weeks, can contain selling into November, and from here we can round up to new highs. This would be a pretty significant sell signal the way this is structured right now if we were to close below it. I venture to say not only testing 148.59, but even lower as we continue into later year in the first quarter. Just because of the rising channel structure at the top of an all-time high, these have a way of sort of playing out longer term. So 168.83, we don't even show it here in the support resistance, 4-star support if settled below a good high through the rest of the year, and we'll cover that very well at that time. But for right now, once again, we are constructive through October into November above the 177.74 rising channel bottom. That is considered a 2 to 3 day target this week by Friday's close anyway, with a settlement below 184.48. Now this chart begins to show some of the intraday possibilities. 186.03 is this extreme 1.5 week rising channel bottom. We close at 187.62 roughly, so an unchanged open allows this to be considered intraday support, above which 189.50 in reach today, and this is intraday resistance. So in terms of kind of the day trade, if you're trading throughout the day, 186.03 is a support level you can buy into, 189.50 a resistance area you can sell into. If we were to push through or open above Monday 189.50, 192.28 in reach, I bumped this up to a session containment level in part because of its proximity away from the market. This would be an earned rally, and I think this is a good spot to top out at for the day. In terms of selling 192.28 short, into Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't think so. I think this is just a level that you can take profits at, that you can sell for the day itself. But to hold a short position overnight based on testing 192.28, I don't think so, because this stock still looks pretty bullish. I mean, we are above the series of highs that played out from early August all the way across, 184.48. You can't ignore that. We are above that on the weekly chart. We closed above all that. And so it does look bullish, obviously, as we continue into November, December. 219.64 remains a 2 to 3 month target above 177.74. Working our way up, we've got 192.28. It can contain daily buying pressures. If we close above 192.28, I think within 1 to 3 days, 197.09, where we can also top out on a daily basis. But neither of these, I think, is well suited to hold a short position overnight. These are good profit-taking areas on a long position. So, for instance, if we close above 192.28, I think you can go long for a day or two into the 197.09 level, et cetera, et cetera. But higher trade is likely as we continue into November trade above 177.74. The question is, are we going to test 177.74? I see no clear indication of that unless we settle today below 184.48. And then I think this is a solid level to buy into through next week and even into later October, where we can round up to new highs from here in closing. And there is I have no indication that we will test 167.77 unless we close below 177.74. So, I would like to say, for instance, if we close below 184.48, we're going to fall all the way back into the upper 160s. And I just don't see that as a likelihood either. I think closing below 184.48 will shake out some of the recent long positions, and that shaking out of longs should then be the actual fuel, if you will, that results in testing 177.74. By that time, the longs have been shaken out, and new players come in to play the long side of the market as we move through the following week, and yes, even into later October. I think I've said it all. I am going to leave it at that. Is there anything else to say? Do I have? Bear with me. I'm going to scroll through some of the charts to see if there's anything I've forgotten. And no, I think I've said it all. I am going to leave it at that for Monday's daily NVIDIA report. You have a great day.